everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to do my cash condensing for September. So if you saw my last video, you'll know that my envelopes have had a little bit more love in the last video because I've stuffed some of October's money into my binders just because I'm going away and I wanted to get the money, as much money out of the house as I possibly could. So if you do the cash stuffing method, hopefully envelopes will get to a point where you might want to take some of it out and put it into the bank to keep it safe, etc. And I have some placeholders here that I use to help me along the way. So we've got some 50s, fully fundeds. We've also got some 100s, 200s, 500s and 1000s. I'm not sure what I need in this video, but I make and sell these placeholders on my Etsy shop. Everything's sold out at the minute, but when I return from traveling, which will be the end of October, I'm going to restock my shop and I'm probably going to do a round of custom travel envelopes. So look out for that. When I come back, I'll update my Instagram and probably mention it in one of my first videos when I return. So this cash condensing, these placeholders are going to help me with my binders. So let's put them to one side, and I'll also do a sinking funds update for the month of September, and we'll count up all of my binders and see how much money I have in there. Now it is a bit dark and gloomy. I hope it's okay. It's getting on. It's like 6 o'clock, and in the UK 6 o'clock now. It's dark. We're dark. We're getting dark anyway. Right, so I always start with my business binder just to see what I can take back to the bank, what I can condense, and just make sure it's as small as possible in terms of denominations. So the first envelope we will do is my tax. So I have an iPad in front and I'll mark down what's going back to the bank. So this fully funded placeholder represents money that is in the bank for the tax year 23-24, and I've got £3,650 in there. But for next tax year, 23-24 or 24-25, I don't know how they work the tax. It's very confusing. So for this tax year, whatever year it is, I've got 750 in the bank, and then 2,800, 5,900, 20, 40, 55 and 60. So 2,960 is in here. So let's take 51, 50, 70, 90 and 200. 51, 50, 70, 95, 200. We'll take £200 to the bank. So we'll get another 200 placeholder. So in tax, I've got 2,500, 700, 960. 2,960, and we're taking £200 to the bank. So that's a little bit annoying that I can't put a 3,000 placeholder in there, but never mind. Next time. All right, so that's tax done. Now materials, let's see. I'm probably going to leave this as it is, but what we got? 500, 56, 57, 58, 59, 20, 40, 60, 80, 95 and 1,000. Actually, I might put this in the bank. And then I might withdraw it again when I come back. So 51, 52, 53, 54, 20, 40, 60, 85, 95 and 500 we'll take from materials and we'll put it in the bank. There's no point in it being in cash while I'm not here. But just to talk about security, so I always have someone looking after my house, living in my house, but I also have a fire safe and I've got cameras. So like, it's totally fine. But it's still good to take most of this and put it into the bank. So £1,000 in materials, and I'll just make a note that I'm taking 500 to the bank. All right, packaging is fine. Equipment is condensed. Subscriptions, I'll probably need to take some out for bills. So I'll make sure I've got the money in the bank. So I'll take 20 out for YouTube Premium. I'll take 10 out for Cricket. And I'll take 10 out for Instant Ink. So Cricket is like $7 or $8.99, but Instant Ink is like $11.99. So they kind of even out. Amazon has 25 and 30, so we'll just swap them for a 10. put them in the right order or I'll go all weird. Right, and Canva has the same, 25 and 30. Lovely. Okay, so that is subscriptions done. And then my emergency fund, the money is all in the bank. So we've got £1,150 in emergency. Lovely. So that is it for the business binder. Okay, so let's bring in the sinking funds tracker. So I've written out all of my categories in all of my personal binders. I don't count the business towards the condensing, sorry, the sinking funds update. This is last month, August, and the total was 13,379. So I don't know what it'll be this month. I'm taking out all of East Asia's money. So it's probably going to go down, but we shall see, because I have added quite a lot as well, and it'll be inflated because of the money I've added. So let's see. We don't know. All right, so we're going to start in my essentials binder here, and let's see what we can take to the bank or condense. All right, so home has £150 in the bank, 160, 70, 85, 95 and 200. So let's take this £50 to the bank, and we'll swap these out for a 200. Here we are. And we're taking £50 to the bank from home. So £200 is in home, brilliant. I did spend some, didn't I? Oh, I bought a bookcase, didn't I? Something like that. Okay, right, next up we've got household. Last month it had 70. I've now got 50 in the bank, 60, 70, 80, 95 and 100. So let's put this £50 in the bank. And we'll get a 100 for household. These are definitely the best videos. They're just so satisfying to see what you've saved, but then also take it out and put it in the bank. If it works for you, some people like to leave it in cash, and that's totally personal. Like, it's your choice, because it's easy to spend when it's in the bank. It's not as easy to take it out of your envelopes and then go and spend it. I totally understand that. So yeah, it's personal preference, I think. Oh, I've written 100 there, and that was 50. Sorry. It'll mess me up later on if it's not right. Okay. All right, home maintenance last month had 200, and I've now got 100 in home maintenance. Why? I can't remember. Right, appliances last month had 50. I've now got 50 in the bank, 70, 80, 90 and 100 in appliances. So we'll put 50 in the bank and swap this again for a 100 in appliances. And then garden last month had 50. I must have, oh, it was 150, wasn't it? I wrote it down wrong, I think. Anyway, I've got 150 in there still. So no change there. Kingston is fully funded with 90. Insurance, last month had 800, but I've had to pay the bill, and then I redistributed some of the money into Turkey. So I've got nothing. So that'll have gone. So that's a big one gone. Car tax has 190 still. And then car maintenance last month had 250. We now have 200 in the bank, 20, 30, 45 and 50. Sorry, it didn't. It had 200. I must have written these down wrong. Yeah, that's right. So 200, 20, 30, 45 and 50. So it's got 250 now. So we'll put this £50 in the bank. So 50 from car maintenance. So that's building up nicely, good. And then miscellaneous last month had 50, but I spent it on Ira's advent calendar, didn't I? But I've just boosted it again. So we've got 20, 35, 45 and 50. So 50 in miscellaneous, and we'll put that in the bank. Lovely. And then my personal emergency fund last month had 2,200. So I've got 2,250. So we'll put that 50 in the bank. From emergency, there's a little bit more in there with interest, but I'm just counting 2,250. In emergency fund, which brings us on to buffer. Right, so not that one. Let's get out the buffer challenge from in here, because I'm going to redistribute this money. So in buffer, last month we had, I won't burn this paper, don't worry. Last month in buffer we had 350, but I'm going to say I've got nothing now because I'm going to redistribute it. So we've got 350 in the bank, 370, 390, 410, 420, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95 and 500. So we're going to put 150 in the bank. And then we're going to get another 150, but I'm going to swap this 100 for another 250. So that's 500. And we're going to put £250 in this buffer. So it's now got 250. And this 250 we'll put in my binder when we get to it. So we'll just say for this buffer, we're taking 150 from it, and I'll sort out my pots later on. I do use Starling Bank for the pots that pop up. If anybody's interested, it's a UK online bank. So it's just like a normal bank account. There's no physical branches, but you get a sort code and account number just like any normal bank account. But you're able to split up that bank account into as many saving spaces as you want. The only caveat is that the interest stops at £5,000. You don't earn any interest over £5,000. So that's the only sort of caveat with it. So we've got 250 quid in my buffer now. That's exciting. It's been empty for a while. So do we have any cash? Nothing. No cash. Excellent. So that's essentials done. Okay, next on the list, I've got birthdays. So let's dive into birthdays. So Ginny did have 60, but I've spent it. It's her birthday while I'm away, so I've given her our presents today. So let's take that fully funded out, and we'll put her at the back because she's going to be next October. Lovely. Right, so Albus, my dad, has 100. And then Molly has 20, 40 and 60. So she's fully funded. So we'll take 60 to the bank. And she's fully funded. And then Bruno, the dog. Oh my God. He's got 30. So we'll take 30 to the bank. He's fully funded. So Bruno is fully funded with 30. And then we're working on Luna in March, and she has 20, 40 and 50. So let's put 50 in the bank, but I'm going to save more for her. So we'll just give her a placeholder of 50. So plus 50. All right, so altogether I've got 160, 190, 240 in birthdays. Last month I had 170. Lovely. So next up we'll do my binder. So Hair and Beauty last month had 150. I've now got 20, 40, 60, 80 and 100. So let's put that in the bank. So 100 from Hair and Beauty. Oh, I've been asked a few times, what do I use to digitally plan? It's really, really disappointing and boring. I just use GoodNotes, and it has blank paged bits of paper, and I just write out all my categories and write in the amounts. Like, it's literally, look, I'll show you. So right now here, I'm on my bank page. So all I've got is tax, and then I'm writing down like what I'm taking back to the bank. And then when I do budget, this is, it's a flipping mess, isn't it? But this is what I do. So I've got cash wallets, essentials, birthdays, my binder, challenges, and then the travel bit is just there. And then I'll just split it into 4 weeks, write down what amount I want to stuff. And then this column, these columns here are for the notes, the denominations I need. So how many 50s, 20s, 10s and 5s. And then I just count them up at the bottom and make sure it all adds up. So that's basically it. It's literally that simple. And then when I come to when I always swipe for what I need, this is what I'm looking at for my travel plans. So, and then I highlight them when I've paid them. So I need to update these, but basically, like, what deposit do I need? What do I need for flights and all the rest of it? So I just use lined notes on GoodNotes. That's it. I don't have anything fancy at all. So anyway, where are we? Let's get back to the bank page. Right. Okay. Oh my God, it's getting darker and darker. I hope this is all right. So Hair and Beauty has 100. Lovely. And then Major Beauty last month had 100. I now have £100 in the bank, 120, 30, 45 and 50. So we'll put £50 in the bank from Major Beauty. So 150 and 50 is going to the bank. Skincare last month had 175. I've got nothing. Clothes last month had 150, and I've now got 50 in the bank, and then 70, 80, 90, 100 in clothes. So let's put that in the bank. So £50 is coming from clothes, and we've got 100 in the bank. Lovely. I don't think I need much more for East Asia. I've still got about £100 worth of clothes money left. So, but I'm in panic mode now. Watch me buy something stupid, but I don't need it. I don't know, we'll see. So yeah, I should be fine for that. Okay, right. Last month looks had 400, and we now have 400 in the bank, 20, 30, 45 and 50. So 450, and we put £50 in the bank. So 50 from Lux, and we've got 450. Oh, I don't know how much to save for this. Watch us save like a lot of money, and then I don't want to spend it. We'll see. Right, books last month had 50. We now have 50 in the bank, 65 and 70. But I need to take this £20 out because I bought, so I'm just going to make a note, 20 from books. I've been meaning to read this for a long time, and my travelling friend has this, and as we're going to Turkey, I know some of the areas isn't quite the right place, but I wanted to buy like a really nice copy of the Iliad and Odyssey. I'm a little bit daunted by it because the pages are really thin. It's like a Bible in terms of the pages, but I'm really excited to read this. Yeah, so I bought this from Amazon. So that's exciting. So I've got that. So we've still got £50 in books, and that £20 will go towards paying that book. And then health last month had 300. We now have 250 in the bank, 270, 280, 285, 90, 95, 300. So I paid for my dentist appointment, didn't I? And we've built that back up to 300, which is good. So we'll swap this 50 for 100. And we're taking 50 to the bank from health. And we've got 300 again in health. Social last month had 100, I've got nothing. And then fun had 95. I've now got 50 in the bank, 70, 90, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25. So this £25 is going to go towards my bank buffer because it has dwindled a bit slightly. I've been buying different like subscriptions. So I bought a ChatGPT subscription. I mentioned it in my last video. For 1 month, and I'm going to see how I use it because I kind of keep paying 20 quid a month for ChatGPT. That's a lot. And then I'm also going to get Apple TV for a month because I really want to watch Slow Horses. My sister's been talking about it for weeks now, and I want to get the subscription and download Slow Horses so I can watch it on the plane. Has anyone watched it? It's meant to be amazing. So this money basically is going to go towards my bank buffer just because I've paid for those various subscriptions. So £25 from that. We'll just make a note of that first. So fun, 25. And then, so what we've got left is 50, 70, 90, 100. So we'll keep 100 in here, but we'll put £50 in the bank. All right, so another 50. So we've got £100 in fun. Lovely. So now we're on page 2. Okay, gifts last month had 50. I've now got 50 in the bank, 65, 75 and 80. But this £30 I've just spent to buy my mum and dad a wedding anniversary present. So 30 from gifts. I bought a plant and some beers and a card, and that was 30 quid. So we've got 50 in gifts still. And then tech last month had 200. I've now got 200 in the bank, 20, 45 and 50. So we'll put 50 in the bank. So 50 from tech, and we've got 250 in tech. And then finally for this binder, we've got buffer, and we're going to be adding the £250 from Build a Buffer. So we've now got 250 in our buffer, which is very satisfying, I have to say. Just in case I go a little bit wild, we shall see. So that's that binder done. Okay, and now we have travel. The first part of travel is a little bit sad because this is all coming out. I'm going to East Asia very, very shortly. So let's sort this out first. So main flights were paid or are paid. Exodus is paid. Thai flights is paid. Thai hotel is paid. Spending money is fully funded with 1,000. Clothes, I've got about 100 left, I think. Airport, I've got 100. And miscellaneous, I've got 200. So I did have 1,500-ish, but I'm just going to say that I've got nothing because it's all going to go. Which is sad, but it's fine. That's what it's there for. So nothing in East Asia. And then East Africa, let's see. So deposit has 1,250. And we're working on the Exodus balance. Let's see what we've got. So we've got 550 in the bank, and then 6, 57, 58, 59, 50, 1,000, 51, 52, 53, 54. So 1,400, which is 4 plus 450, which is 850. 52, 50, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 50. Yeah, so 850 is going to the bank from East Africa. And I've got 1,400. So let's get rid of these two. So 1,000. That's a better one. 400. So 1,400 in that envelope. So we've got 2,650 altogether in East Africa. That's better, isn't it? Wonderful. And then Turkey, last month we had 450. So this is the deposit, which has 24550 in it. So let's just swap these for a 500. Oh no, it's fully funded, sorry. It's fully funded. It's fully funded. So let's swap it for a fully funded placeholder for deposit. We've got 550 in there. And then we're working on the balance. And we've got 150 in the bank, and then 200, 53, 54, 50, 470, 490, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 35, 45, and 50. So we've got 650. So this should be 500. 3, 70, 90, 4, 10, no, 51, 52, 53, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 94, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 85, 95, 500. So let's take 500 to the bank from Turkey. So 500 from Turkey, and we'll get a £500 placeholder. So 650 is in that envelope. So which means we've got 550, 1,200. Is that right? In Exodus. In Turkey. So 1,200 in Turkey. And then Trip Fund last month had 180. We've got 180 in there. And then spending money, we've got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. So £80. Let's get a better 20. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 we'll put in the bank. So 50 from Trip. And we've got £80 in spending money. So we've got £260 in Trip Fund. Oh, wonderful. So there's hardly any cash in the travel binder. All done. Goodbye and thank you to East Asia. You are marvellous. I will be filming some sort of vlog. Don't get excited. They're not very good. But yeah, happy that this envelope and this tracker served me very well. So we'll put that away. If anybody wants this, let me know. But yeah, all done. All right, moving on to savings challenges, starting with flip the doubloon. So last month I had 20 in here. I've got 20, 30, 45, 55, 65 and 70. So let's leave a 20 and put £50 in the bank from Flip the Doubloon. So I'll delete Sparks of Joy. Flip the D, 50. So we've got 70 altogether in Flip the Doubloon. And then buffer, I'll clean this off and we'll probably start it again, but we've got nothing in there. Trip, oh, Celebration is in the bank it's got 125, but it's more or less spent. Trip fund had 70, but I redistributed when I finished it, so we've got nothing. Hedge fund is a new challenge, so let's see what we have. We've got 10, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 50. So let's put 50 in the bank. For hedge fund. So 50. And we're taking 50 to the bank. None of these are written down. Of course. Hedge 50. Okay, we haven't started, it's just a phase yet. We'll start that soon. And then Heaven or Hell is a new challenge, mine and Ira's challenge. We've got, so we had nothing. Where is it? Oh, Disco Josh we finished and redistributed. So Heaven or Hell, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 50. So we'll put that in the bank for Heaven or Hell. So we've got 50. And then Holy Guacamole, we redistributed and it's got nothing and it's still got nothing. 50p challenge has nothing. Oh, actually the coins. Hold on, for Ira, what am I talking about? Let's see. Oh, hold on a minute. All right, let's see how many coins we can take back to the bank. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, 2. Right, we don't have enough £2 coins, unfortunately, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. So we've got 20 quid there. One, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9 and 10, and we've got another 20. That's brilliant. So £40 will be in budget with Ira. So this money here will go towards next month. Lovely, so we've got £40 in there. So 50p challenge, like I say, has nothing. I just count the notes. And then Errol has 20 there and 4 there, so 24. Oh crap. Ira, 40, 24. Okay. So that's that one done. And then the only binder we've got at the minute is the 10k. So Christmas still has 1,000-ish. Mortgage has nothing, I haven't added to it. So let's see what we can do in here. So we've got 1,750 in the bank, but we do have an envelope to resolve here. So 150, 170, 190, 200. So let's put 50 in the bank from here. And swap this for a 200. So that's 1,800, and then this has 20, 30, 40, 50. So another £50 going to the bank from savings. And we'll put that placeholder back. So 50 in there. So we've now got 1,850 it'll be all together. And no cash in there. Excellent. This is the plan. Okay, so all of the binders have been counted, condensed, etc. So let's see what my total is. So last month it was 13,379. Let's see what it is this month. So we're at £13,089. So it has gone down, but not by much. Bearing in mind, all of East Asia is gone and I spent all of my insurance money. Christ, I'm really shocked at that. That just shows you. Every time. Every time. Please try this method. Please. Right. What am I taking back to the bank? Let's find out here. Right, there should be £3,355 here. Remember, this is a lot more because I'm adding in the money for materials from my business. Normally I would not do that. So yeah, it's quite high. So shall we see if it's right? All right, so 3,355 should be all here. This is the stack. Oh, look at it. Okay. Oh God, I'm being a dick. Okay, right. All right, so we've got 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 51,000. 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 57, 90, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 57, 77, 98, 10, 30, 50, 70, 99, 10, 30, 50, 70, 90, 2,000. So 2,000. And then 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 500, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 600, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 700, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 800, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 900, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 3,000, 3,000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 100, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 200, 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 300. This isn't right. Oh, it's 455. That's 300. I've missed off my savings at the bottom. 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95, 400. So am I right? 3,400, 5, 10, 15, 35 and 55. That should be 3,455. And we're right. We got it. Sort of. In a roundabout way. We got there in the end. So 3,500, no, 400, I'm annoying you now, and £55 is going to go back to the bank. Out of my house and back to the bank. How exciting is that? This method really, really works, everyone. Please give it a go. Just give it a go. And if your budget is a little bit tight, it's fine. It's about consistency and about just really planning everything and just trying not to spend frivolously. You know, what is your budget? What are you spending money on? Where could you move it from? Where could you just get more power from it than what you're doing? I mean, I've talked about subscriptions to ChatGPT, for God's sake. Do I need that? Probably not. But it's fun to test things out and see where we're going in the world. So there we are. That is £3,455. I'm sorry it's so dark. I hope it's not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to miss you. I haven't got any videos saved or planned for my trip, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'll be back in a few weeks for more cash stuffing videos, and I'll compile my trip to East Asia, which I'm hoping is going to be wonderful. I'm sure it will. So thank you everybody for watching, for your continued support, and I'll see you soon. Thanks guys, bye.